W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Menu narration option is set to off.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for.
Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Get this. 21. Here we go. Buzz. 26, Mike, 26.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
I got you. 26 Mike. I'm here all day. 11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line.
All right, now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 49ers' 28-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Come on, let's go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Nick Vanette, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers 7, 49ers 0.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A good run on 1st down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Switch gears. 11.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down.
Here we go.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, here's Breida. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Block 80.
Check tight.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
But there is a certainty in this game. We know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there. And, look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete. But they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
And he finds McDonald. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Come on, now. Let's go.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
They're going to need some therapy. Snickers. Check 24. Check 24.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign, 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, and he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first. And that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
He's got it. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
Like 20, 54. All day, every day, any day. 25, check 25.
On first and 10 is Connor. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You ain't going nowhere.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go.
Play action. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Bo Scarborough, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Steelers 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check 9, check 9. Slam, slam, slam. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Nicholas, 66.
Here's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
First down, Steelers.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Roethlisberger now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Like 80.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his first touchdown of the new season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Steelers 14, 49ers 13.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry, 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing.
21.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
26, Mike. Haywood.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Black 20, 54. I'm coming.
On first down, Connor.
That's where you belong.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
65.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and 11 at the Steelers' 27-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. White.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Connor on first down, able to take this one forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
A gain of 14.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Set! 180! 56 is the mic. Alert, alert!
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Nick Vannett with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Go!
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
You can't block me.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 10-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Roethlisberger now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On first down, Connor going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And an alley to run. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Garoppolo looks to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 36.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
At the 44-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Bang, 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 bang. Bang, Snickers. Now spin. Check 43.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 39, Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They run with Pumphrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Johnson. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. They'll run again with Pumphrey. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They run again with Breida. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. To throw is Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
We want it. Come to my world.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Connor on first down going to be stopped up as he'll lose about 3. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
That! 230. Match by 4. Let's go, let's go.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together